I've worked with dozens of brands doing anywhere from 6 figures to 8 figures on Amazon. I'll tell you this, most brands don't lose money because the demand isn't there. They lose money because they're making the same 10 mistakes over and over again. I've put together a list of the top 10 biggest mistakes that absolutely destroy profitability and exactly what you should be doing instead. Hey everyone, my name is Nick Hall. I'm an entrepreneur and expert in the Amazon space. I help better for you CPG brands scale and win on Amazon. If you want to learn how to grow your brand on Amazon the right way, from the strategy to the execution, you're in the right place. Don't forget to hit subscribe. Let's dive right in. Number one, biggest mistake that I see, brands are obsessing over ACOS. Lower ACOS does not always equal a higher profit. If you cut spend on high volume keywords just because the ACOS is too high, you might also be cutting and killing your organic ranking, your organic sales, and your overall growth of the account. So what actually matters is your contribution margin, your tacos, your organic lift, and the total account profitability on this. I'm not saying don't cut high ACOS terms, but you got to zoom out. Let's look at the blended margin and long-term keyword investments, not just one specific campaign ACOS. Number two, ignoring conversion rate. You cannot advertise your way out of a bad listing. If your conversion rate is underperforming, every dollar you spend on ads becomes less and less efficient. The common problems here, you got a weak main image. There's no benefits being called out. You're just telling people, here's my product, here's the front, back, side image. You got confusing titles, no A+ content, low review count. So what you got to do to fix this? Upgrade your creatives before scaling your ads. Your conversion is your leverage point, not paying more money. Number three, people always talk about, oh, well, it's kind of a good thing, kind of a bad thing. It's really just a bad thing. Letting your out of stock events happen. Running out of this inventory is one of the fastest ways to absolutely nuke your rank, your momentum, your organic velocity, and your profit. And then the problem is once you restock in, you got to overspend just to recover. So this is what you got to do. Forecast properly. Really, really difficult to do. Hold 45, 60 days of stock at all times. Build lead time buffers. Hold more inventory at your home warehouse if at all possible. And then watch these sell-throughs on a weekly basis, not a monthly. People aren't doing this often enough. All right, number four, bad pricing strategy. Too many brands price emotionally. They copy the competitors, they discount randomly, they run coupons without math, and then they kill the margin fast. Or they go out and they say, I can just charge whatever I want. I'll charge way more. That is going to kill your margins incredibly fast. It's not going to help. This is your fix. Understand your true landed costs. Test your price elasticity. What you're trying to figure out here is the most amount of money that you can charge at the highest conversion rate. That is the price of elasticity. Then you want to finally layer in promotions strategically, not permanently. So what are you doing for the Prime Big Day sale? What are you doing 30 days before that? What are you doing after from a brand tailored promotion perspective? Those are all super important to get together and get right. Number five, you're wasting money on this broad targeting. Broad match and auto campaigns, they can be powerful, don't get me wrong. But when they're unmanaged or when they're managed the wrong way, they just bleed cash. If you have super expensive auto campaigns, they likely aren't going to do well. We've got enough tools and resources from Amazon themselves that we can figure out the exact ones that we want to go after. If you're not pulling a search term report and mining these negatives every single week, you're going to be paying Amazon way too much money to experiment with your money. Let somebody else do that. You don't need to be doing that. So here's the fix. Harvest your winners. Anything with more than 2 sales, we want to go ahead and pull in and use as another exact a phrase, abroad, depending on how well it has done and the amount of impressions as well as number of sales. Negate these losers aggressively, okay? Now be careful here. Do not negate things that could potentially get a sale later or have a good potential. If you're selling a black t-shirt and you've got a blue t-shirt, obviously black, you're going to pull out. Promote your converting terms into the exact match. And if they've got enough search volume or enough sales on them, put them as a single keyword exact. Number six, this one sounds easy, but it's not easy for a lot. There's this subtle one and it's expensive. Your branded keywords and your non-branded keywords should not be living together. You don't know what's actually driving the growth of that stuff. Branded traffic usually converts better and costs less, right? You got a substantially less ACOS on those. Your non-branded are typically more expensive and cost you a bit more, but they bring you real results, real growth, real organic results in this. Non-branded is where the scale happens. So what you got to do here, separate these campaigns out. Make different naming for each one, branded, non-branded, put the SKU, put the ASIN, put the keywords that you're going after, do different budgets, do different targets within these. This should be strategically done, not just done by guessing. Number 7, over discounting to drive sales. Yes, I know promotions, they're going to spike revenue up a bit, but they also can quietly destroy your contribution margin, especially as you start stacking up coupons on deals, on ads, on affiliate commission. And at that point, you're just paying the customer to take the product. So what you got to do here, you've got to know your break-even ACOS. You've got to understand your gross margin. Then you're going to run these promotions for rank and velocities, not permanently. Strategically plan out your year so that you have all of your deals with the big deal days planned out and then stuff wrapped around it. Number 8, ignoring your operations and your fees. Amazon's fees are getting more and more expensive every year. They've been doing this since the day that they started this business. They increased their FBA fees. They have storage penalties. They have aged inventory fees. They have returns. They have all these different fees, okay? Most brands don't track this closely enough. Get a software out there that can do your profit loss. If you need one, reach out to me. I'll help you find one that's good for your company. Here's a fix. Audit your fees quarterly. Optimize your packaging for the sizing that it should be. Watch your long-term storage fees. Okay, again, keep that 45 to 60 day window. You're in a pretty good spot. Fix your listing issues that cause these returns. We got 2 final ones left. Number 9, no clear launch or ranking strategy. A lot of brands, they just turn on ads what they think is going to go. No sequencing, no keyword tiers, no ranking roadmap. This just leads to overspending, slow traction, and no real growth at a lower tacos. It's incredibly difficult to get more sales at less tacos, but you do this correctly, you can win. Here's your fix. Tier your keywords by volume. Build defense and offense campaigns. Push the primary terms intentionally and maybe push those as like rank campaigns. Do not do any of this stuff randomly. At that point, you'll be able to completely change the way that you're doing your advertising. And last but not least, something that nobody wants to hear, you're not looking at the business weekly or often enough. If you're only checking the numbers once a month, you're flying blind. Profit leaks happen fast, cost per click spike, conversion drops, competitor launches, stock rises. You've got to be in the weeds of this stuff. At the end of the day, what you should have here, weekly dashboards, going over your tacos, your margin, your search term mining. This is how disciplined operators actually win in any business, not just Amazon. You've got to always be tracking your numbers and make sure that you know every single metric there. Even if you avoid just a couple of these mistakes, you can radically change the profitability of your Amazon channel. Amazon's going to reward the operators who are structured, data-driven, consistent, not reactive. So if you found this video helpful, connect with me on LinkedIn, send me a message. I'm always happy to help founders in whatever way I can, executives, CMOs, vice presidents, whoever is out there that actually needs help on this, let me know. Don't forget to hit subscribe, like this video. It helps me reach more founders. I'm so appreciative of you guys. I want to continue to give you my full playbook on how to win on Amazon.